What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Tony Mack. Return of the Mack. What's happening, man? Shout out to the Cowboy Nation, as well as my fellow 49er fans, man. Because the Eagles went down tonight. Yep. Yeah. They shot them birds right out the sky. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Bow! What happened? Who shot him down? Must have been a Cowboy. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys, man. Yeah. We ain't got no beef with y'all this week. Y'all went in there and did what we needed y'all to do. And my homeboy, shout out to my boy Josh, he got on me. He said, bruh, how you gonna do a video when y'all beat us 42-10? He a big Cowboy fan, so he was mad. He was like, how you gonna do a video when y'all beat us 42-10? But when y'all beat the Philadelphia Eagles 42-19, you ain't go to the internet and do no videos. I'm gonna keep it real with you, big dog. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I wanted to make sure y'all was gonna whoop him. Sometime Dak Prescott get out there in December and forget how to play football. But shout out to Dak Prescott, y'all. He looking like an MVP. Dak is looking like an MVP, and I don't think the NFL need a player hate on him. Oh, yeah. But we got to have some discussion right now. Who's really the number one squad in the NFL? Is it us, 4-9, or is it the Dallas Cowboys? We're going to talk about that in just a second, y'all. But before we do that, let me say thank you. Thank you to each and every last one of y'all that took time out y'all day, took time out your life, to click on the video, to hit me out, to check me out and support the channel. I do appreciate that, and I just want to say thank you. As a small YouTuber, the only way we grow is if y'all let them know, and you can continue to do that by simply hitting the like button, share button, or follow it. Appreciate that, y'all. So let's get into the discussion. First, let me get this light out my eye. So I'm up here early. Up here early in the morning, y'all. Up before the sun and the roosters, you feel me? But we gotta talk about it, man. Now, everybody always get on me and say I make bad sports takes. But it always show in fruition, because I remember about 6-7 weeks ago, before the Dallas Cowboys actually played us, and I said, man, the media getting on Dak a little bit too harsh. Y'all go check that video out. I said, the media getting on Dak Prescott a little bit too harsh. Honestly, his brother playing good football. I just think that the offense need to open up, and the coach need to let him do his thing. All right, Dak Prescott gets smacked 42-10 by us. Not gonna lie, I thought I was the dumbest person in the room for saying that shit. I thought of like, well, you gotta be out of your mind. Did you see what you just said? Did you see what just happened? After you said this man looked like he looking elite, and the sports writers are hating on him, he goes out there and throw 3 interceptions. I said, you said this. This is me telling myself that. Okay? However, right after that, Dak easily looked like the best quarterback in the league. Check the numbers. Check the wins. Check him out. He only had 1 loss since that Niner game, and that was to the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Cowboys avenged that Sunday night. And they made a statement. Like I was telling folks, man, not only did the Cowboys need to win this game, they needed to blow the Philadelphia Eagles out, because they're trying to make their claim, and they're trying to stick their chests out as, hey, we're the best team in football, or at least the NFC. I can't get mad with them. You know, football is a what have you done for me lately. This is the league. And lately the Cowboys been on a run. But so has one other team. And that's the 4-9. Oh, yeah, we talking about us. Now, after we went on to smack the Dallas Cowboys, we went on to get humbled 3 games in a row. Not gonna lie, the Cleveland Browns game, I'm a little upset that we lost to a 3rd-string quarterback, but I have to accept they got probably the best defense in football. We had bad conditions. Trent Williams goes down. That's a big player. Deebo Samuels goes down. That's a big player. Us losing that, I can understand. Losing to Minnesota, I don't. Losing to Cincinnati, I don't. That was a much-needed win. However, we didn't climb back to the mountaintop, baby. Jaguars, slap. Sea Chickens, twice. Slap, slap. You know what I'm saying? The Philadelphia Sheagles. Chicka! Chicka! Bow! Shot right out the sky. And who shot him? This week it was a cowboy, not a coal miner. And did they do it well? And Jalen Hurts like, y'all got to go ahead on and move Jalen Hurts out of the MVP conversation, y'all. It's time, like, he's not a bad quarterback. He's still one of the most elite quarterbacks in the league right now. But the MVP race is really between Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy. And in my opinion, I think Dak is a better quarterback. However, Brock Purdy is on the roll, and he looking good. I ain't got nothing bad to say about the way Brock Purdy been playing. He only threw one interception in the game against Seattle, and that was off the hands of Brandon Ayuk, where it looks like they kind of had looked like a little misunderstanding on the play or whatever. One thought he was going to throw it straight. The other thought he should have cut back. Shit like that happens. They still got plucked out the sky. What y'all think about Pete Carroll? Y'all think it's time for him to move on from Pete Carroll? Is he the issue in Seattle? I still think Pete Carroll's a good coach. I think he's a good coach. Sometimes you see good coaches losing and you kind of want them out of that spot, y'all. You know what I mean? You kind of want to, like, man, maybe they need to change the scenery. I think that's the way people looking at Bill Belichick. When you hear rumors of folks saying that the New England Patriots need to move on from Bill Belichick. And I'm like, look, when you win as many Super Bowls as Bill Belichick, you have a right to leave on your own accord. But this brings me to another point. Coach Mike Tomlin, y'all. Is it time for Pittsburgh to move on if they don't make the playoffs? Or if they get sent home in the first round? Now, I had this discussion. Shout out to my man, comedian Jamie Jakes. We was watching the Thursday night football game against the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. It's a good game if you like defense and old school smash mouth football. But if you like offense and respect quarterbacks that can move the ball, you probably didn't gonna like that game. But I enjoyed it. I like smash mouth football. And I think, in my opinion, that the league is starting to get a little too flashy, and they're blaming too many defensive players for protecting offensive players, when I thought a defensive guy is to stop you from scoring by any means necessary. I'm a fan of 90s football, 80s football, so I like hard hitting and smash mouth, and that's the way Pittsburgh play. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Coach Mike Tomlin, because he keeps that up in Pittsburgh. He keeps that smash mouth historic football the way they play it. You know what I mean? Now, I said I think if they miss the playoffs, I think they need to move on from Mike Tomlin. I think it's time to just switch it up. Everybody looked at me like I was crazy. Come on, man. Mike Tomlin, a great coach. Are you crazy? Anybody would pick him up. I agree. I didn't say Mike Tomlin wasn't a great coach. I didn't say Mike Tomlin doesn't deserve a job in the NFL. All I'm saying is if the Pittsburgh Steelers haven't won a Super Bowl in, 13 seasons, is it strange for them to want a different head coach? Plus, I'm a big Mike Tomlin fan. I would like to see Mike Tomlin in like Tampa Bay or somewhere he can be living his best life. I think he's one of the greatest coaches, one of the best coaches in the league currently, to be honest with you. I believe he's one of the best coaches in the league currently. You know what I mean? But I'm just going to say, what NFL team would keep a coach around that long without having success? That's all I'm saying. And I get it. He got 2 Super Bowls. But how can the same people who would say it's time for Bill Belichick to go, who has like at least 8, would say let's keep Mike Tomlin because he has 2? That's all I'm saying. Make that make sense. And 2, I think Mike Tomlin deserves to be somewhere down there where the weather's good all year long. The city's beautiful. He can coach and go play golf. Get him another 5-6 years and before he get to retire. I think he's that good and he deserves that. I don't think he deserved to be out there in Pittsburgh. It's too cold. who wants to be out there. Maybe he love it. I don't know. But I think Mike Tomlin look like he's a pretty good golf guy. Look like he's a very good strategist. You know what I'm saying? And I think he'll be dope down there in Tampa Bay. Get Mike Tomlin down there somewhere, Tampa Bay. Let them rebuild Tampa Bay. Make them a good, strong playoff, hard-hitting defensive team like back when Warren Sapp and them was there. And then let Mike Tomlin decide if he done with football. But I'm just saying, Pittsburgh, when are y'all going to see that y'all are not going to have a good quarterback ever since Ben Roethlisberger? That's all I'm saying. But anyway, y'all, who y'all think is the best team in football? Is it the Niners, Cowboys, Miami Dolphins? I would say Kansas City, but they can't find a way to stop shooting themselves in the foot. But y'all comment on what team you repping anyway, y'all. Tony Mack, where it's always real, but it's always love. Peace.